Hi, I'm Shannon from MYP Math Tutor, and I understand that the MYP grading system can be a little bit confusing at times. Let's explore how grades are awarded in the MYP, from the assessment task all the way to the report card. In the MYP, students are assessed on 4 different criteria, A, B, C, and D. We explain a little bit more in detail what these are about in another video. Each criterion is scored on a scale from 0 to 8, which is based on how their work compares to task-specific criteria outlined on the assessment. These are usually descriptions of processes that the student would need to demonstrate in order to achieve each level. Because it's not a percentage-based system, it's not directly based on the number of questions that the student got correct. Student work is also not placed along a continuum. If several students demonstrate that they have done level 8 work based on the outlined success criteria, then they all receive a level 8. Throughout the year, students are given multiple opportunities to demonstrate their knowledge and skills through continual assessment, both formatively and summatively. This concept is pretty consistent across other curricula. Formative assessments are ongoing and can take place in both informal and formal settings. Feedback is provided, giving students a chance to grow and improve. A summative assessment is more like a snapshot. It captures where the student is at a given time. These usually occur at least once per criteria per term. Feedback is still provided, but the performance is also recorded as a grade based on the task-specific criteria. A summary of the term's achievement levels are listed on the report so that you can see a holistic view of the skills or the criteria that the student has been able to demonstrate. While a student may have completed multiple summative assessments across the term, criteria achievement levels are reported on based on what is the most recent and the most consistent. So for example, a student may have taken a couple of Criterion A's, but if the most recent, most consistent grade is a 5, that is then what is recorded on the report card. While each criterion is scored out of 8, again, this is not a percentage. A 4 does not mean 50%. A 4 means that the student is meeting the expectations of the course in that specific criteria. To find the overall grade, the achievement levels are first added together. In this example, the student has earned 21 points, which will be compared with the grade boundaries. The total score is then converted into a final MYP grade, which is on a scale from 1 to 7, determined by the grade boundaries. For example, our student had a total score of 21, which would fall in the 19 to 23 band, and an overall grade of 5, while a score of 28 to 32 would correspond to a grade of 7, the highest achievement level in the MYP. So on the report, you will see for each subject an overall grade and the summary of the achievement levels in each of the criteria. So what does a final grade actually mean? There are general descriptors that should accurately outline the quality of work that the student is producing. For example, a level 3 means that the student is developing basic understanding. They can produce work of acceptable quality, but they may need some support in many situations. A level 5 means that the student is producing strong work and showing secure understanding. They can use their knowledge in both familiar and some unfamiliar situations. And finally, a level 7, which is the highest grade that you can achieve in an MYP subject, reflects consistently excellent work and shows a deep understanding. These students can apply their skills confidently across a range of situations and often demonstrate innovative thinking. So as our key takeaway, I want to discuss what MYP grades are and what they are not. They are based on specific skills and criteria. Each grade reflects how well a student has demonstrated certain skills and understanding in a subject. They are focused on the learning. Grades show where the student is at in their learning and where they can go next. And they are designed to track progress and support learning. They're a reflection of progress over time. Multiple assessments contribute to the final result, giving students many opportunities to improve and demonstrate growth. On the other hand, MYP grades are not a percentage. They are also not a comparison with other students. MYP assessment is criterion reference, which means every student is measured against clearly defined criteria, not against each other. So when you see a final grade, think of it as a detailed snapshot of student understanding and a guide as to where they can go next. To close, we'd love to share a little bit more about who we are. Here at MYP Math Tutor, we're thrilled to be able to support over 150 students from more than 75 IB schools spanning over 40 countries worldwide. We work with students who attend some of the top IB schools in the world, including International School of Basel, North London Collegiate School Dubai, and Seoul Foreign School. We offer personalized support in MYP and DP mathematics through one-to-one virtual sessions. All of our tutors are experienced IB teachers with classroom expertise and a deep passion for IB education. They tailor each session to the student's needs, helping them build confidence, strengthen understanding, and improve achievement in mathematics. If you'd like more info about who we are, please reach out to info@mypmathtutor.com or visit our website at www.mypmathtutor.com.